Hello again, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener. It's time to talk about furniture. So, previous videos I've talked about materials for patios, shade structures, wall ideas. The renovation's done. Now you want to start putting some furniture on it. So let's talk about different kinds of furniture combinations. First up are these couch and chair combo sets, to where you actually have the 6-foot couch and maybe a love seat, maybe two little end chairs with a little end table. So this is a really wonderful setup for outdoor entertaining. Especially if you have it in a kind of a shady area with an umbrella or shade structure, maybe even a fire pit table worked into there. Now, these sets cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 to $3,000. This one's a nice little love seat with two chairs, a little bit less expensive. This one's a little bit bigger. It's obviously a big wraparound, but very cozy for outside combinations. As always, there are links in the video descriptions for a bunch of these types of layouts. So check out those links if you want to get more information on some of the furniture combinations you're seeing in this video. But again, we're looking at outdoor entertaining ideas. Taking that to another part of the inside of the house, let's look at outdoor dining table sets. So usually these kind of sets, you're going to want them made out of something nice like this teak, or a synthetic material, or a metal material with a combination of maybe some tile on top, like with this particular combination. Lots of different options for eating outside in the summertime, or if you live here in Southern California, almost any time of the year you can eat outside. Small tables like that one, or big tables. It's, lots of different really fun combinations that you can use for outdoor dining. Teak is a very popular one. I always recommend to folks that if you're going to have tables like that, to put a little cover on it so it doesn't get too worn out. Moving on. Seating with an actual fire table. Now, most of these fire tables that you see in this section are propane tanks, so you have some flexibility about moving them around, and you just swap out the tanks when they run out. Now, the disadvantage of a propane tank fire table is that it's not going to generate a huge amount of heat, but it just has that psychological warm glow of sitting on fire. Now, that one is a built-in, which is going to give off a lot more heat. Lots of different combinations. Some of them have it built into the table, like you see there with those combinations. So always kind of, again, a fun combination for having outdoor entertaining. But what if you have kind of a really small space? Well, just get a little bistro table and two chairs. This particular combination I got at Costco for $150. It's a really kind of economical way to have it in a little tight little area of your garden. And, it doesn't have to be small and tiny. It can be a little bit bigger, but just you only need about 6 feet or so for those kinds of setups. Finally, let's talk about just simple seating. Not really having any tables, just a lounge chair, if maybe it's by the pool, or some simple bar stools if you have an outdoor kitchen, or just one or two of these wonderful Adirondack chairs. Getting back to that fire table, here's again a built-in fire table with the fire going. They just got a bench and a couple Adirondack chairs. And then those benches are always wonderful as well, especially if you have like a nice view where you can really enjoy it. So a couple of chairs, maybe you have a table, maybe you don't. Adirondack chairs to really have a cozy little spot and watch the birds play in the water feature, or again with a nice chimenea. That's a nice source of fire, those little guys. These are more pieces of art benches, not the most comfortable to sit on, but they look really cool in the garden. And of course, these very comfortable lounge chairs to really relax and just read a book when you're sitting out there enjoying the hard work you've done on your landscaping. Some are fancy, some are not so fancy, but again, this video has 50 different ideas. Bunch of links in the video description to kind of show you. Here's a section I shot at Costco a few months ago when they had furniture. Now this part actually shows you the pricing of all these pieces. And again, I'll put the links in the video description. So if you're some of these catch your eye, you want to get more information, definitely check on those guys. So this kind of gives you a better sense of how expensive some of these pieces are, and some of them are pretty affordable also. Now they don't have this stuff at this time of year because it's right now, it's at the end of October, but they do have it at Costco.com, and of course Amazon sells a lot of this type of stuff all year round. So that's kind of what this stuff costs, just to give you some pricing directly in the video. Well, that's all the time we have for today. This is Doug, the 2 Minute Gardener, saying if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2 Minute Gardener, saying thanks for watching.